500. Alright, this is Uncanny Excellent Men 202. It's another Secret Wars II crossover. The Excellent Men, they are fighting a bunch of Centennials. Our here, this is the reprint cover. At least it was, but I slipped on it just before recording this. And the image of me falling on a comic book like a banana peel. It's probably going to be the most entertainment anyone is going to get out of this video. This is by Christopher Clairvoyant and Jr. Rachel Phoenix, she has just gotten the Phoenix Force powers. And now she's gone off to fight the Beyonder Man. The other Excellent Men, they think she's making a big mistake and they agree to follow after her. It's all overwritten bollocks. Storms, she is the leader, so she is the one who says anything important. Also, Mr. Magnets, he is there too because he's a goody bird now who never ever wanted to ever hurt anyone ever. Here is a panel of the book's real stars. The female ones that Christopher Clairvoyant likes to bash off to. We got Buffy Pride, Rouge and Storms. They are all overwritten, overpowered Mary Sues under the pen of Christopher Clairvoyant. Rachel Phoenix as well, of course. So here we have got the Beyonder Man. In the last issue that I looked at, I pointed out, I think the only reason Christopher Clairvoyant is doing this tie-in is to try and make a case that his female character, Rachel Phoenix, is much more powerful than Beyonder Man, who was considered at the time to be possibly the most powerful being in existence. He always does shite like this, Christopher Clairvoyant. He wanted to have the Silver Surf Man get his arse kicked in the original Dark Phoenix saga, but Timothy Shooter said no, so instead he has always had the other skaters of Galactus Man get their arses kicked by Phoenix to suggest that she could easily beat Silver Surf Man too. It's pathetic, really. So here we go, we're off to the races. Nice splash page. There's no writing on it, so that is good. The writing though, man alive, I mean, this writing, the Beyonder Man is doing Christopher Clairvoyant prose, and it's insufferable. This flower, these people, this orb, this cosmos, each has its beginning, and each beginning carries with it, oh god, I can't fucking stand Christopher Clairvoyant writing shit like this. I begin but have no ending. It's like a fucking 18-year-old who's just had his first college lecture on entry-level philosophy. I wouldn't mind a big Beyonder Man versus Phoenix fight if it was written by anyone else. Roy Sternman, he wrote a fantastic issue of The Avengers where they were just fighting Beyonder Man. It's like one of the best Avengers issues ever. This, on the other hand, it's just the same odd Christopher Clairvoyant stuff. Beyonder Man, he tries to torture Rachel by taking them to her depressing future where all the muties, they are hunted down and killed. There is a single panel appearance of Nimrod. That is why I'm covering this. Phoenix, she easily overcomes any obstacle because she is a Christopher Clairvoyant female character. And she actually gets another fucking power-up here. Beyonder Man randomly gives her some of his powers. They had set up a little thing with Beyonder Man and Rachel Phoenix, them having a weird relationship, like a kinship. He was stalking her a bit and he was slightly obsessed with her. But none of that is really here. This is just Beyonder Man standing around to remind us and tell us that Rachel Phoenix is really, really powerful now. We have got a terribly written dilemma that comes out of nowhere. Storm's by herself because why not? She's not far away. She is in the Excellent Men jet. But there's also a random Centennial that comes out of the sea. And now Rachel Fenix, she has to decide whether to save her friend or keep on fighting Beyonder Man. She saves her friend and then goes back to fight Beyonder Man. What a real dilemma that was. Also, no, up here she goes, this is only the smallest fraction of my Beyonder Man enhanced power. I don't know who she's saying this to. I don't know why she's saying this. I don't get why she would quantify her powers to a machine that she has already defeated, as if the machine is gonna go, you know what, if that's only a fraction of your power, I'm not gonna bother anymore. Then we have got Storms. She is the best dang pickpocket in town, one of the finest hand-to-hand combatants in the world. She is a top marksman and athlete. She is remarkably beautiful and a goddess among her own country. She rules the subterranean sect of muties, as well as rules our pocket dimension with a massive dog. That one only comes up in 2 issues ever. Almost every arch-villain dreams of wedding Storms and making her their queen. Recently, she survived being shot in the head and left for dead in the African wilderness. She beat Cyclist in combat, despite having no powers, and she earned her place as the one true rightful leader of the Excellent Men. And now she's also a top-class pilot, and she's able to defeat the Centennial with just her piloting skills. Christopher Clairvoyant conveniently forgot that the Excellent Men's jet is meant to have a weapon system that she could have used, and also that Storms, she lost her powers, so probably wouldn't be classed as a mutie, so the Centennial had no reason to chase her. Then we have got the other Excellent Men fighting Centennials, and all these characters with their mutie powers, they get beaten badly, fucking transparent as always. Christopher Clairvoyant is possibly the worst plotter in comic books. Wolfman, he just gets thrown away and that's it, he's defeated, and Rachel Fenix has to show up to save the day with her trillions of different powers that Christopher Clairvoyant has given her in the last 5 issues. Then Mr. Magnet, rather than going and help the other Excellent Men fighting the Centennials, he goes, before we do anything, we must remove the local citizenry from harm's way. Fuck off. This is awful. There's not any good ideas or directions in this. Rachel Fenix, she's just impossibly powerful and she can wave her hands and do anything. Storms, she's perfect as well and she doesn't even have any powers. She's still able to do more than Wolfman or Mr. Magnets. And with Mr. Magnets, this isn't an exploration of his character or him atoning for past sins. It's just him bluntly stating how he is a good man who never meant to hurt anyone ever. The Excellent Men fighting Centennials has never been this boring. I think part of the reason that I always like the reprint covers is because I can very easily just imagine it as a better comic. Like, this is a new cover and it looks exciting, it looks like a fun story, and I can just imagine that the inside's on some reprint of Christopher Clairvoyant garbage from the mid-80s. Here we have got Steelman. He is fighting a Centennial. No way, he's gotten beaten straight away. But it's okay because Rachel Fenix, she can quickly show up and save the day. Then, after saving everyone, she goes back and slaps the Beyonder Man. And she wins the moral victory. she wins the intellectual victory because Christopher Clairvoyant, he has still got another issue again of them just fighting, and he wanted to make sure you knew that Rachel Fenix, she even wins round 1. I hate this. Why do I keep putting myself through this? It is awful. These comics are like my personal hell. Christopher Clairvoyant, he cannot write. He cannot plot. He cannot do anything but write the same hard fetish porn for himself. And I have 2 of this cunting thing. I won't be replacing this, by the way, though it is a really nice cover. So I probably will pointlessly replace it. Why do I do this? I'm close to having an existential crisis because of this comic. I mean, this comic, these people, this orb, this cosmos, each has its beginning, and each beginning carries within it an ending. But I begin, but I have no ending. Well, most of my endings are based around me saying I rate this 7 thumbs up, so that's how this one is ending too.